Okay. Alright. Hi there. I am Bowjinjin, and let's play some Klonoa 2, shall we? I did highlight this in my Zone of the Enders playthrough, I think, at the very end of it, that I said I wanted to play this game. And it's quite a different game in terms of tone from the other two games that I've played. Parasite Eve 2 and, of course, Zone of the Enders, which I've finished. And I hope that you will see why I like this game so much. It's just one of those games. Yeah, I'll let it speak for itself. So let's dive into it, shall we? Alright, so I've actually no, I don't want to do that actually. I want to start from empty one. Start from the start, as it were. Oh god, I'll have to put this in again. How about Bowjinjin? That'll fit. Yay! Bowjinjin! That's me. Yes, that is okay. Let me say no. Yeah, so this is Klonoa 2, and I'll let you kind of soak into it, but I guess I can also provide a bit of introduction. I stumbled upon this game in, I forget what year it was, but I was in secondary school, and it's the kind of game that I really love. And as I play more and more of these types of games, then you'll kind of understand why there's a trend in the kind of games that I like. Like, as I say, it's based on the theme, the kind of aesthetic of it, and the atmosphere. And this game, in my opinion, delivers on all of them. It's kind of, again, you know, one of the kind of properties of the games that I play is that they tend not to be so, or rather I want to, on this channel, to basically play games that are not so well known, that I feel deserve more attention. But yeah, so here we are. We have a mysterious protagonist who has fallen into the sea, it seems. And we had a scene there where there was a shadowy figure telling us to help him. Yeah, so as you can hear, like, the denizens of this world, like, kind of have their own language. A priestess? Very well. I should just wait and see. I was kind of waiting, like, should I voice actor, should I not? I think my voice is a bit like it's not cutesy enough, but I don't know.
I'm Lolo. I'm a priestess. Well, a priestess in training. Mrs. Popka.
Yow! You're the ones who saved me, huh? Thanks. I'm Klonoa.
Klonoa? So Klonoa is the name of the dream traveler.
Huh? Hold on there. I'm just... Watch out! Shark, blob.
just great.
Oh man, sorry. I'm gonna refrain from voice acting today. Trying too hard here. Right, let's get the show on the road. Let's do this. Oh, you move it. All you gotta do is get to that island, you dummy. That one. That's enshrined in light. Where am I anyway? Come on, here we go. Yeah, so this is a platformer. It's really cute. And that's pretty much why I like it. You'll also kind of come to discover as I play more of it why I like it so much. And if you indeed have yourself have played this, then I hope you can share with me in your nostalgia for this game. You know, I've kind of played it. I've been playing it recently, but can you make it? Alright, tell you what. Nab that moo over there and jump. Then jump again while you're in midair. That ought to get you high enough. You mean do a double jump? Oh, I knew about those. I had a game before this one. Klonoa Daughter Phantomile. And this is Klonoa 2, obviously, if I didn't do such a good job in introducing it, but Klonoa 2, Lunatea's Veil. Not Lunatea, not Lunatea, not Lunatea, but Lunatea. They actually say it in game. It's about one of the only words in the game that is pronounced the way that it looks, which is curious because it's like obviously like the names that they use in this world are names that come from this world, but like when you actually hear them say the names in cutscenes, they sound nothing like the way that they're spelled. It's really curious, but I can forgive that because this game is so cute. So these guys are called moos, I guess, like as in moo, the sound that cows make. Yeah, we kind of use them in violent ways. We throw them at things, we do all kinds of things to them, and yet they're still adorable. So yeah, this game isn't exactly. It's weird, right? You know, because I like this game. It's cute, but it's not exactly a kids game. Like I think to a certain degree it is. You mean when you look at it in a certain way, it seems like a kids game. But I just want to double check that I've got everything. Yeah, it's. I think I've got everything. That should be fine. Yeah, so this is. Whoops. This is. Yeah, I mean, it's a kids game, but at the same time, it's like a Japanese kids game, and that I guess makes all the difference because Japanese kids games tend to be more kind of bold in terms of their subject matter. You know, it's got that kind of I don't know if this is like an apt analogy, but like like it's got that Harry Potter-ish thing going about it. It's not actually a very good analogy. I say that because I watched a documentary about Harry Potter where I don't know if it was J.K. Rowling herself, but someone said that despite Harry Potter being a children's book essentially, you know, a children's fantasy book, it deals with a lot of you know, adult issues. You know, and that tends to be the case with a lot of fiction, for example, you know. And I feel that this game has that kind of same thing to it, you know. Obviously it's not the same aesthetically as like Harry Potter, which is a novel written by a British author, but nevertheless it's a game that's cute, but it's not like a game that, you know, it's not like Hello Kitty or something, although like I could be completely wrong in that there's probably like a Hello Kitty game that deals with like complex issues and like, you know, emotional issues and things like that, but yeah, you'll see as I play this game, or if indeed you've played this game before, that it's not like it's cute, you know, it's a kid's game, but it's also mature in certain aspects. We'll get that as well. As you can see, I practiced this level quite a lot, which is why I'm kind of getting through it quite quickly. This game is it's not I wouldn't call it difficult, although like it's not easy at certain points. Like if you just want to complete this game like just normally, you know, casually, then it's pretty simple, you know. It's like it's not overly complex, it's not overly difficult. You know, it's just like, but if you want the challenge and like, you know, you want to kind of 100% this game, which is actually my goal for this playthrough, then yeah, it provides a challenge also. So it kind of, in that sense, it's kind of a game for everyone, which is, you know, what I'm trying to describe about it. Okay, so we've got to ring this bell. Got no music for dramatic effect. So we just rang a spirit bell for priestesses. It's like, yeah, I mean the story is obviously is not very complex in terms of like the details of it, but it's definitely not, I wouldn't call it immature. You know, because it's cute, you know, it's really cute, this game, but like Klonoa is like, you know, is a hero, as you'll see, you know, and Lunatea, I don't know, Lunatea, doesn't matter. Yeah, but let's see. So here we have a world map, and here we are heading to Bowjinjin Island, who we don't know yet, but we shall find out soon. So, this guy prophesied that Klonoa would come, the dream traveler. And indeed he is here. So, the spirit bell we just rang, I'm not really sure which one that was, but like the next one that we need to ring is the harmony bell. And these bells are responsible for maintaining peace throughout the world. However, Master Baguchi sees another bell of darkness that belongs to none of the kingdoms. The fifth bell is about to appear upon our world. This bell, it must be the cause of the chaos befalling the kingdoms. Oddly enough, many people don't seem to notice. Monsters run amok, and priestesses fall ill when they are tainted by the evil. What about Lolo? She's only an apprentice. Dream Traveler, will you help Lolo? Of course I will, she's adorable.
Adieu. Samdia Dugon Palshiv Crearina. Yogan Pascreara.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, it is cheesy sometimes, you know, like, but like, I think, yeah, in honestly speaking, that's probably the only thing I'd say about this game, is that sometimes its cuteness does overwhelm a bit, but I guess that's just the cynical side of me talking, but like, so, yeah, but, it more than makes up for that in terms of like the platforming and everything else. You know, the gameplay, the atmosphere of it, the themes, it's pretty cool. So here we are in Lalakusha, where we are on a quest to ring the Harmony Bell, and that guy just ran away from me. Kill that guy, but maybe kill him from the other side. Yeah, another thing I love about this game is the music. It's just like, it's perfect. It's like so Japanese in terms of like the feelings that it evokes from you, within you. It's awesome. Oops. I want to kill that guy. I mean, honestly, there's no point, so maybe I'll just leave it. Yeah. So this is the second game in the series. I never really, I think I played the first game, but like I never completed it. And the first game is pretty awesome as well. Although I would say that this game, I don't know, perhaps this is just a personal thing for me, but like this game like kind of makes me feel a lot more than the first game. Obviously that could be because I just never managed to complete the first game. But yeah, this game is, as you can see, it's not a game for cynical people. It's, you know, it's, if you're a cynical person, well, I mean, that's the thing though, like, even if you are a cynical person, and like, I wouldn't judge if you were, you know, I'm just using that to describe, you know, the kind of attitude that would be averse to this kind of game. It's like, you will still find that like it's a solid platformer, you know. It's like, it's not particularly challenging if you're just playing it casually, but but still it's like you won't go, you know, wrong, like, you know, just giving this game a try. Yeah, it's definitely not a game for cynical people. It's the kind of game that gives you warm fuzzies when you play it, and that's why I like it. It's got that kind of warm fuzziness to it, which nourishes the soul, you know. Because cool is cool, you know. You gotta have a lot of cool in your life, and that's what the world obsesses over. But cute, warm, and fuzzy, like I think that's something that. Oops! Oh god, I may have to force a death here because I missed the crystal. So like, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to 100% the game, which involves getting 150 crystals at least for all of the levels. And usually, like, the way that this game is designed is it's very kind of what you see is what you get. You know, it's not a game that is pretentious or like tries too hard to be gimmicky or whatever. Like it's really solid, right? And nothing in this game is superfluous, including your items and things like that. Yeah, you know, like everything in this game exists for a reason. Like there's nothing like there that confuses you. It's really linear, and like that's what kind of contributes to the simplicity of it, which some people might view as kind of a bad thing about this game, but I like it. It's very frank with what it is, you know. It doesn't try to be anything it's not. It is cute. It is sometimes cheesy, but you know, what can you do? You know, like if you're trying to sell a game like this, like, I don't know. You could Kingdom Hearts it. To be fair, you could Kingdom Hearts it, but like, you know, this game is what it is, and it's fine the way that it is. It's linear. It doesn't try to be like, you know, oh, do these 50 million side quests. It's not like Yakuza, you know. And I love Yakuza. Yakuza's an awesome game, but like it's very clickbaity. You know, I've been playing number 5 recently, and it's just, you know, what it does things really well. You know, it gamifies really well, so it gives like loads of little side quests to do that you can do, and you know, it gives you kind of like a little reward for each thing that you do, and that's you know, that works for it. You know, it's you know, it's that kind of whole clickbaity like Candy Crush thing where you're kind of rewarded little by little, like when you play the game, and it hooks you that way. This game is not like that. It's like there are levels, you know, there's a simple objective. It's just very simplistic, but in a solid way, you know, not in a kind of like lazy or like lacking way. It's just, you know, it just does what it does, you know, and I really like that about this game. It's very frank. So this is a statue of Mother Goddess Claire, who is another person that we don't really know. But again, it's fine. So excuse me. This game is too adorable to like, you know, worry over like, you know, plot points and things like that. Yeah. So I'm not really playing this. I don't really like this game for the story. The story is kind of lame, you know. Like I say, it's just like it's a cheesy story. But like in a way that, you know, yeah. So just to reiterate before I go there, I'm probably just like reiterating points over and over again. But like, I play this game because of the themes in it, the aesthetic, the atmosphere that, like, you know, the warm fuzzy atmosphere that it makes you feel, the frankness of it, you know, the fact that it's not pretentious. It does what it's supposed to do, you know. I like it, you know, and those are the reasons why I like it. Another game that comes to mind when I think of this game, and I remember this puzzle because again I've been playing this recently, so like I'm not going to get those crystals just yet. But yeah, another game that comes to mind, and there are probably other games that come to mind in this particular kind of like genre. Like there's a specific kind of a feel that you get from this kind of game, that it was really kind of prevalent in kind of like the 90s to kind of early 2000 era of like Japanese, particularly Sony, like, you know, companies that were affiliated with Sony, games that have this very distinct feel to them. I could probably list them, honestly. Okay, that should have been all right. So what that little fairy thing does, though, was in the bubble that I got, is that it doubles your crystal count when you get crystals, right? Because some of the levels, if you're just collecting crystals, then like they don't actually add up to 150, which is what you need to get to 100% that level in terms of like getting crystals, right? And the way that the game wants you to do it is like it gives you those guys that double your crystal acquisition, and basically that if you do the puzzle right, then like ultimately your total will add up to 150, or sometimes more if you're quick, you know. So before, when I checked the status screen on the world map, you might have noticed, if you're observant, that my crystal count for the first level was 152, and the first level is one of those levels that just the way that the kind of fairy, the crystal fairy puzzle worked, it makes it so that like you can actually get 2 more crystals than you know you're really supposed to get. So this is a neat little puzzle. Like, so yeah. So the other game that really comes to mind, even though it's slightly different, is Tonba, or Tombi, from if you're from Europe. I completely missed that. Because it's a platformer also. You know, platforming is a main kind of mechanic of it, but also it has this kind of like 2.5D feel to it, like this game has, where you interact with the environment away from you and also towards you. And Tomba, or Tombi, is similar in that way. And it also, Tomba also has like a very similar atmosphere to this game. It's a bit more quirky, like it's a bit more kind of wacky and zany, but like it's similar. It has the same kind of like feel to it. Even though, funnily enough, it was developed by a different studio. I think like all of the Japanese companies that made these kinds of games just had the same kind of aesthetic, or maybe they were just like thinking like, well, you know, people seem to like these kinds of games, cutesy games that have like a nice warm fuzzy atmosphere, so let's make more of them. You know, I honestly, I don't care, because I love this kind of game. So here we are meeting with the goddess Claire. Or rather, the High Priestess. I'm not sure if she's actually the goddess Claire. I don't think she is. Again, plot details. You are hereby granted the rank and responsibilities of a full priestess. I expect great deeds from you for the sake of the world.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I'm so happy. Ureshiyo. Ureshiyo.
Our first task is to journey to the 4 kingdoms in which the Harmony Bells are housed. And once we reach those kingdoms, we must go and gather the power from their bells. For it is the harmonious power of the bells that will make it possible for us to contain the evil. The 5th bell that appeared. Can you do this, Lolo? Sure you can, Lolo. You can do anything. And if you can't, then Klonoa will be there to help you. So the next one is the Bell of Tranquility. Klonoa? 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 Doesn't sound like Klonoa. 親切な少年だよな。だよね。ですよね。日本語の練習もっとしなきゃ。